What is good with my people out there, man? It's your round. Let me get this right. Cause I just be coming in straight improv. It's your round. Pack Boy Dolo. Checking in with another episode of the Round the Clock Thinker Show, man. Shout out to my people out there. I ain't sipping nothing tonight, but I'ma tell you, I got some high quality information that I would like to distribute to you. First, I want to just say, I hope everybody out there is doing good, you're living good, everything is going how you want it to go, and if it's not, just realize that only thing you're doing is going through a phase, and instead of focusing on suffering, just focus on learning, focus on growing, focus on realizing what you need to realize so that if whatever you're dealing with now happens again, you're equipped. And that's what life is all about, man. Continuously upgrading yourself, upgrading the way you think, you know what I mean? Upgrading what you basically end up deciding, because decisions is everything, you know what I mean? And we need not underestimate the power of decision making, because sometimes we just make decisions on autopilot when we go through our life. You know, we just do something and then shit, we just don't even think about the consequences of, you know, what we just decided to do. We don't think about the consequences of what that could cause, you know, in the long run. And it's important that we pay attention to that. So today, this is real quick. Well, tonight is actually a little late, you know. I've been busy working on some other things, but tonight we're going to talk about the importance of constantly upgrading yourself. The importance of constantly upgrading yourself. And you have to realize that either you are growing or you are shrinking. Is no staying the same. In reality, is no staying the same. You can't stay in one place. Either you are growing or you are shrinking. Period. And that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on one second. Let me go get this lighter for this incense. Like I was saying though, either you're growing or you're shrinking. And results don't lie, you know what I mean? Results are going to give you a clear picture, a clear snapshot of who you really are. You know what I mean? And based on that information, some people, you know, they become oblivious to the results, to what they see. They become oblivious to it. They're basically in denial of the truth. You can't upgrade like that. You can't adjust like that. Because if you're unwilling to face the truth, then you're taking away your only most valuable asset, which is truth. You can use truth. Even if no one else in your life is telling you the truth. If you can become aware of your own truth, in a lot of cases, this is what it is. You're in an environment where nobody is upgrading themselves. So if nobody's upgrading themselves, then it's a very low chance that you're going to do it. It's a very low chance that you're going to continuously and constantly grow and upgrade yourself, because nobody else is doing it. They don't even know how to look for the truth. They're okay with the lies. They're okay with not upgrading themselves. You feel me? In fact, some of them will never ever even encourage you to upgrade yourself while seeing the potential in you. Now, I will say this to give them the benefit of the doubt. Some of them will. Some of them will be like, bro, it's not for you, bro. Like, where I'm at is where I'm at. I'm not happy about where I'm at in life, but this is where I'm at. This is what it is. And they'll tell you, man, this ain't for you, man. You got the opportunity to be something. Go do something that's better off than what we're doing here. You see what I'm saying? But it's rare that you bump into people like that, though. So for the most part, you have to assume no one is going to encourage you to upgrade. No one. You see what I'm saying? So, how do you keep moving in the direction that you need to move when you're surrounded by people who are not moving in that direction? You have to tune in to your results. Constantly upgrading. If last year, you feel me, you was making however much you was making, or if last year you had a habit that you said you were going to quit, and this year you still got the habit, you're not upgrading yourself. You have to investigate each and every aspect of your life and say, you know what, in this area I grew. In this area I didn't grow. You feel me? And then from there, from just doing that and being patient with yourself, you will be able to upgrade. That's why when you saw somebody, you remember them from high school or from just one point in your life, then you stop seeing them and you see them motherfuckers again. Whether they have been continuously upgrading themselves or not is evident, is it not? You can see it all over them. You can see it in the way they move, the way they're conducting themselves, the way they speak, the way they dress, the way they smell. You see what I'm saying? You can see it. You can, we can go a little bit deeper and be like, look, man, even someone in a company that's not upgrading their knowledge, they won't continue to grow, because it's going to be people coming into that same company that's willing to upgrade. They understand the art of continuity. You have to continue. It is always adding on. You see what I'm saying? Staying consistent. Staying consistent is upgrading. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as you're consistent, you're going to automatically upgrade. You'll automatically do things better. So, say for example, someone who didn't exercise last year consistently. They exercise every now and then. But the following year, they're exercising more consistently. They grew. And let's say when they were not exercising consistently, right, they would only run, I don't know, let's say 5 miles a week, right? So they exercise like 3 times out of the week. Fast forward to the next year, they're getting 15 miles a week because they're exercising and jogging 3 miles a day. That's upgrading themselves to the point where even if they slack off a little bit, they're not completely falling off. It takes a while to burn habits into your lifestyle because you've been doing other things for so long that this video, what I'm talking about right now, constantly upgrading yourself, this is not an overnight process. This is a lifestyle, right? And life goes like this. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a spectrum, and it depends on what level of the spectrum you're having your ups and downs. Because most people are operating at the bottom of the spectrum and they're having their ups and downs, their highs and lows, right? Their peaks and dips. On the low end, they're not going anywhere. Right? They're basically running circles. They're basically chasing their own tail. They're spinning wheels in the same spot while using all the gas, all the acceleration, and going nowhere, right? Or you can be someone you're moving up the spectrum. You're going up the spectrum, right? You're steadily moving up the spectrum. Look, let me use my pointer, right? You're moving up the spectrum as you go through your ups and downs. You see what I'm saying? That's important to understand. Upgrading yourself. The smoking, the drinking, the bad eating habits, the exercise. You know what you need to do. Look. Damn it. Look. You know what you need to do better than anybody else because it's your life. And some of you, most of you, you say it to yourself, you say it to others, I need to do this, I need to do that. The only way to do it is to get started and fail at it. If you don't try it and fail at it, you won't go up the spectrum. You'll stay in the same spot where you're only having highs and lows as far as thoughts. If you get higher up on the spectrum, you will have highs and lows as far as actions and fucking it up and learning from it and then redoing it again. And you just go up the spectrum more and more because you're trying shit, right? The importance of constantly upgrading yourself. And it takes practice. It takes going at it and failing. It takes patience it takes self-compassion and self-love and understanding who you are, understanding where you're at in life, because everybody's on different parts of the spectrum. Just because you're at the bottom don't make the people at the top of the spectrum better than you at all. You just have to be willing to go through your ups and downs using action, and you'll see that you'll gradually start to upgrade yourself, gradually start to feel more content with your life, gradually feel more deeply rooted within how you move. You feel me? So yeah, man, I wanted to get on here and talk about that. Where we at? 16 minutes, yeah, it's cool right there. Just wanted to get on here, man, and flow a little bit. Make sure y'all go subscribe, like, comment. Look, as far as right now, where we're at right now, we're at 100 subscribers, man. This has been a goal for a little while. Once again, constantly upgrading. It was a growth process. I just tried my best to stay consistent. I'm still trying my best to stay consistent, put out high quality content, do my research, try to niche down, zero in on what you guys are really like registering with, you know what I mean? I want to see what I want to see what really register with y'all, because that's the information that I want to tap into. Because if it's something that is registering, if it resonates, that's the word I was looking for. If it resonates with you guys, that means it's helping you. And if it's helping you, then I'm doing my job. I don't want to just be on this motherfucker just talking. Okay? I want to be giving you valuable quality content that can help you when you cut the screen off, you know. When you get off of the platform and you go back to your day-to-day life, it's some shit that you can use, you know, that you actually growing based on the information that I shared with you. You feel me? So, thanks to the 100 subscribers, man. We so grateful, man. It looks good up there to have 3 digits on the subscriber thing, man. It's been a while coming, and our next goal, our next milestone is going to be 200 subscribers, you know, and then 300, and then 400, and then 500. You know, we're just going to continue to grow, and we're going to take our time day to day. I'm going to try my best to stay consistent and do my part. You feel me? But yeah, it's your Ryan Pat Bordolo checking out. Also, make sure you go get that free e-booklet or the free audio book. They're both completely free. Link is in the description. Hit the PayHip site. Go download those, man. To pretty much understand it, ebook and audiobook is out and available for everybody to go and download and check out. And it's your Ryan Pat Bordolo. Peace.